so freaking cute.
Oh, it's fantastic. I love to see the Peachy Peach.
Pikachu Peach. Oh, Peach.
Okay, live stream link is posted. Oh, okay. First person transitioned over. Excellent. So Don, the Peach video is over, so you can start.
That's easy for you to say.
Is it?
Hi, it seems to be. This is Don, and this is the Cockatude. Cockatoos with Attitude here at the Chloe Sanctuary. We're indoors because you might be able to see the trees wavering out there. Those are trees without leaves that are bouncing around, so we get a little bit of wind out there. It's a little cold. And about a week from now, if the weather people are right, we're going to get hot weather. It's going to start. Not that hot, low 80s, somewhere in that range. And there's the Jazzy bird. She likes to sit there, and who knows why, but that's where she wants to sit. In the beginning, anyway. Eventually, she wanders out, and there's the KK bird. KK. 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 Screening time. And on my lap, I have Lauralei. The Laurelfly. Hi, Laurelfly. And Deleuze. I was messing with her, and she climbed on my hand. So I was just reaching over and playing with her, and she's like, "Oh, I'm coming over now." It'll pass.
So we can say hi to some of our friends in the chat. So Auntie Michelle is here, and Lisa, and Green Dragon, and Rita. So hello to all of you guys.
Hi, guys. There's our statue. No, that's Sugar. Sugar. Yeah, Statues don't look at me, though. No, they don't. Sugar. Sugar bird. Well, you wouldn't sit on the other bird. She's got kind of a weird attitude in that she likes that perch, so she won't sit on this one, but then she gets upset because I can't pet her. I can't reach that perch, and I can't put it between the chairs because this is a manufactured home and the vents for the air conditioning heating are on the floor. So I can't cover up that spot, and I'd have to if I was going to do what she wants, which is to move the perch next to me. I can't do it. What? I'm talking about you. That's right. Although that's actually Pippa's phrase. I'm talking about you. Mm-hmm.
Poor Sugar.
And
She doesn't understand.
No, she doesn't get it. Poor Pet. Poor Sugar. Well, I'll put her over on this perch later. If I try to do it now, she'll fight with me. And then Mander's hiding in the back. He's trying to stay as far from KK as he can.
That's interesting. So when he's outside in the area, he seems not to care for KK, but inside the room, it's like, so, oh, no. I stay away.
Poor Amanda.
It's really, they have situational or area dependent relationships to birds.
They definitely have situational awareness, which is why when you're teaching them something, if you teach them a particular behavior like stepping up, And then if you ask them to do it somewhere else besides the perch to train them on, they look at you like, what do you want? Because they weren't trained to do it in that area. You have to train them to do it in more than one place. That's called generalization.
Mhm.
But that's called sleeping jasmine. Sleepy jazz.
Sleepy Jazz. So
Sleepy
Falcon Zoo is
Jazz.
here as well. So hello, Falcon Zoo. And Green
Hello,
Dragon
Falcon
says,
Zoo.
Green Dragon says, everyone here in AK says hi, KK.
Mhm.
I think KK's got
KK.
lots of fans out there.
Yeah, he's doing well. I'm slowly trickling his medicine down. It's possible that I can get him off it, so I'm gonna try. Lauralei, but I'm gonna get his dosage down anyway. It's gonna take a while. You have to do it slowly. Lauralei, it's dangerous to move around. There's wind outside. There's wind out there. Wind. Yeah. It's not like the kind of wind you get from drinking Budweiser. No, it's not. What are you doing? These are the jokes. You're not laughing. You're chewing my beard. Okay. She's being Huggy Bird.
Oh, my Eleanor and I had the same thought or question in the chat.
Yeah, we both forget the same thing at the same time.
Yep. Who is looking into the camera? Is that Lauralei or is it Lucy?
I think that's
Lauralei is
Lucy.
the one. That's Lucy right here. I'm petting the Lauralei. I have to keep her attention because if she thinks about KK, she'll think about messing with him. So I have to keep her attention. I wish I could do that with Cause, but she's just a kamikaze. I mean, if I tried petting Cause like this, just casually petting her head, the next thing I know, she'd be flying across to get KK. So she's spending time. What I'll do a little later is I can't do it right now because I have to watch her feet. So I'll put her in a cage in here, and then I have to keep an eye on her to make sure no birds go after her inside the cage. And then I'll play with her for a while outside. She's getting training, but it's taking a while. She's pretty headstrong, like someone else I know. Are you headstrong, little girl? Are you? Are you? You don't know what I'm asking, do you? Hi, baby.
So Michelle wants to know if the birds are all doing okay.
Yeah, everybody's doing okay. I mean, probably the one that's doing the least. I don't know how to phrase it. The one that's not doing as well would be Cause, and that's only because of behavior. Physically, she's fine, and I get her out. She helps me cook. She helps me make toys. If I go somewhere where birds are allowed, I take her with me. Like when I take the cardboard to the recycling station, I can take her with me on a harness, that kind of thing. But she's just ready to go after KK, and she'll get out of it. It'll take a little time, but this one is just being a pest most of the time, aren't you? Aren't you? You want to admit to being a pest? No.
And how are the
Yeah.
sneezes coming along?
It's, of course, after I order some Benadryl, it's getting much better. I mean, I hardly even heard Pippa sneeze. She'll probably sneeze right now. As soon as I say sneeze. This one hasn't sneezed this morning at all, which is weird because there's lots of dust blowing out there. We're getting about 15, 20 mile an hour winds, which blows the dust around. But And I keep the HEPA filters running at full tilt all day anymore anyway, so. That's going to get a lot of that dust out of the air, but it's pretty dusty. I mean, that one over there is just showing blue light, so it's not. Apparently, we've got wind, but not much dust. Maybe the last dust storm we had kind of wiped out the dust. I don't know. We had some rain; it might have settled the dirt down some. Because around here, it's mostly clay. Yeah, right, right, Mander. Don't bring attention to me. You might see me. Well, if you're flipping, he's definitely going to see you do that. You going to do another flip? Mander. It is funny how the male cerams, Moluccan or whatever you want to call them, salmon crested cockatoos, they all like to do that flip. I think it's part of a display. I think if you have a male serum cockatoo and they don't do that, something's wrong. And we've got KK over here playing with a lightsaber. Actually, he's scratching. He makes his own tools to scratch himself, so. Don't you, big guy? Now with him, the only issue I actually have right now, other than the occasional lunge at another bird, but he's not serious about it. He's not trying to bite him. He's just trying to chase him out of territory. And he's busy drawing territorial lines in his head. But the only other thing is trying to put him back in his cage. He does not want to go back in the cage. So, yeah, I'm talking about you. I am talking about the KK. Stick maker. Now he's using it on his beak. Yeah, so getting him back in his cage is kind of, right now I have to be creative. I think what I'm going to do next is I've got my little, it's a folding ladder, but it's perfect as a perch for birds. It's got a cushion at the top and the car sits on it. I think I'm going to sit that by his cage and then put him on that. That'll confuse him long enough for me to try getting him into his cage without the usual kerfuffle. Because he'll fight me about it. He mocks like he's going to bite me and all that. He doesn't do it, but he acts like he's going to. And then he won't let go of my hand. He just holds on for dear life. If I hang on, you can't put me in the cage.
So Lisa is writing in chat. Don, I'm sitting with my reading glasses on. Rico is getting aggressive. He's calm sitting on his tree stand, then flies quickly and flings off my glasses and bit my face hard. Then he flew into the other room where his cage is. Oh my, Lisa. Yeah, it sounds a little bit like he and Causey are siblings.
Yeah, the big question is, does he see the physical change in you when you put your glasses on? If I take my glasses off, Bob will attack me. And I mean, I can't even clean them when he's around because his head will turn and then he's right on me to try to get me. So he does not, it's either he doesn't recognize me or thinks something's gone terribly wrong. What's wrong with this picture? I'm going to kill it. So anything you do to change your appearance could be the issue. Now, if he doesn't usually do that, it could be a combination of the clothes you're wearing, hairstyle, hair color, and the glasses. There's a lot of different combos. And so
well, Bob had a complete mental breakdown when you shaved off your beard.
Oh yeah, he did.
It's like he was mentally deranged. He just snapped.
Yeah, and I don't do that anymore. I don't. I was talking to another rescuer that stopped by, and she was talking about how different. She's from Las Vegas, and she was talking about how difficult it is to get certain things across to people. And she had told one woman, "Don't if you're going to change your color of your fingernails, don't do red. Whatever you do, don't do red." Well, she did red, and she saw red more than on her fingertips as her bird turned and just tore a big chunk out of her. You know, so, red's a color you have to be careful with. There are certain reds they don't like, and then sometimes it's another color, but most of the time it's red. Lauralei, try not to pull your down feathers out. Okay. All right. Are you done? He's fun to watch. I mean, he's just scratching up there and holding that stick. He'll get to a spot where he can't get it with his foot, and then he'll bring the stick up to do it. I think he's going to be mentioned in a new book that's coming out, because I had sent some video of him to the person writing the book, and showing how he made his own stick. He cut those himself, and then what he does with it. So he makes the tool, and then he uses it to scratch his beak, to scratch his wings, to scratch his back where he can't reach them. Let's see, Jazz has become, I don't know what's going on with her. She's just become so much more affectionate. I have to be careful not to pet her too much. And she will come right over. And what I try to do is bring someone like Lauralei in, which Lauralei sometimes will go after her. You just have to be careful. You know, just because they're in a new place and they haven't drawn all their territorial lines yet. Or I'll get Bob next to her and get her to get deflected from me a little bit. But she's pretty affectionate. He's gotten a little more boisterous, the Mander. Right now, he's just I'm going to sit here and I'm going to keep my eye on KK. But he's been talking a lot more.
And running and playing on the floor.
Still kind of a baby, though.
Yeah. We need a safe space corner for Manda, you know. Maybe we can buy one of these children baby fences, so which we can put around Manda's play corner. I think he definitely would appreciate that.
Yeah, the others just are so intimidating.
I thought about putting some wire around that chair over here so he can get under it. The problem is, if KK ran around behind, he wouldn't be able to get out. So, but maybe just two sides of it. I could put wire under there on two sides. I had to put wire under the chair to keep them from like tearing the material up that keeps animals from living in it. Basically, is the only reason that material is on the bottom of the chair. Keeps the bugs out. Not like there's many bugs here. Since I've been here, I've seen one bee, one fly, and one little flying animal that I didn't recognize. That was it. It was just at the window. Oh, I have seen crows, a couple of those, and a couple of hawks. But that's about it. Right, bigger animals. I saw some Audubon cottontail. Did you see those, Lauralei? Lucy, did you see them? Huh?
Who's bird? The goose bird.
She's likes to sit and watch stuff going on outside and look at the horizon, don't you, girl?
Must look beautiful for a loose goose.
Don't you, baby? What's up there, big boy? Hi, KK.
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 What are you doing, KK? Hi, KK. Yeah, it's a bird. Yeah. Someone forgot to turn the HEPA filter down in here. Are you hammering my shoe? You know those lines from Shakespeare? From Julius Caesar about the cobbler?
Mm-hmm.
I think KK might know that. Do you know the lines from Julius Caesar? Hmm? About cobbling men's souls and working with all, AWL. Lauralei, that's not the look I want to see on your face. No. He can whack my shoes if he wants to.
Did we already say hello to Spirit Matter?
I don't think so. Hello, Spirit Matter.
Hello, Spirit Matter.
Hello, Spirit Matter. Can you say that? Can you say that, little girl?
Maybe KK can say it. He's very
Hello.
talkative.
He's pretty talkative. Right now, he's whacking my shoe.
Yeah, he's really going for it.
And Lucy is super cuddly. That's so funny.
I don't know what the heck he's doing.
I think they all try to save your feet in the shoes. Oh no, Don's feet are attacked heavily by these nasty shoes. We must free him.
What's up, KK? What's Lauralei? Silly girl. Silly girl. What are you doing, Super Chicken? What are you doing? Are you practicing for your part in the remake of Monty Python's Holy Grail? Brave Sir Robin?
Amanda's such a cutie.
Someone has stopped being a stuffed animal.
Oh, Shuggy.
She's moved.
Raining.
That's new. Shuggy. She's a pretty happy girl lately.
Yeah, she is. She's especially happy when I put her on that perch. But You can see the base of that thing. It won't fit between these chairs.
Yeah, I've watched the old bird, so that looks much nicer. So might come the day you need to do a little handiwork. Or at least give
Oh.
this bird, you know, the special style with some cloth and other stuff.
Little bits of rope.
Yep, rope. Yeah, rope is also a good idea because I think the old perch was a rope perch. And then big and wooden where she could climb up and down. And this one, it might be a little bit hard for Sugar to climb this one up and down.
Yeah, I got to make it just right for Shuggy.
Mm.
She's worth it.
Mm. It would be fun to have, you know, such a miniature McDonald's playground for the Sugar bird.
I'd have a heck of a time figuring out what to put in their Happy Meals.
She doesn't want toys, she just wants praise.
Where are you going? Are you going to leave him alone? Okay, you can go down if you leave him alone. I'll watch you though. Okay? That's what you want to do. If you want to get down, you can, but don't mess with him. That's a Lucy girl.
So GTH asks, would cockatoos use a swing perched between two long ropes?
They've used the swings outside in the aviary. I don't have them hanging from ropes though, so I'm not sure. The ones in the aviary hang from the top of the aviary.
Mm.
They might though. They don't use the swings too much outside, but they do climb on them once in a while.
Amanda was on it lately.
Yeah, he's having fun.
Am I putting you to sleep, Lauralei? They all sneeze. She just sneezed. They all sneeze a bit. I wake up in the morning. I'm not used to the desert area yet either, even though when I was young, I was out in it all the time. And I wake up sometimes like, I can't breathe. But once you get used to it, it's great. But Lucy, what are you doing? KK's taking a nap again.
Oh, Amanda,
Aw.
it's your chance. Come down and play. Mander, Mander, Mander. Where's the little Mander? Oh, there, far away. Oh, look at this tiny Mander.
Oh, you can be brave, Manda.
We know it. But it's also very nice that he doesn't like to get in trouble with other birds. At least most of the time. Sometimes it's we don't know what he does when he gets into trouble with his aunties.
It might have something to do with the tail. Yeah, might. You wagged your tail there.
Could be, but sometimes he just runs at them and then they attack back, of course. So a question from Lisa. Don, would Up have to run a cold or hot humidifier?
Humidifiers have their good points and bad points. You get too much moisture in the air and you can start getting mold growing. So at this point, what I'm doing is hydrating their nares if they start sneezing a lot. So I just take a oral syringe and put it up against their nares and squirt a little bit of saline solution in. And that'll stop the sneezing for a while. Hi, bird. It depends. If you're living in a place that has humidity, you don't need one. If you're living in a place that doesn't, it's not really built to take a lot of humidity. So I'd rather they get used to it, because when they're outside, they're going to be outside in low humidity most of the time, almost all the time. Less than 30%, less than 20% too. So, but it was getting pretty extreme with Pippa. So she's not sneezing much today, and I've ordered some Benadryl for her. But hey, her poop is normal, her weight's normal, everything else is normal. She's just sneezing. So, and I've looked in her nares, and you can't really X-ray that and find out much. So at this point, we'll try the Benadryl if we need to. May not need to now, though.
Lisa asked, is Washington State a dry place?
I don't think
that,
so.
I think that depends on what side. If you're on the, they have mountains there. The mountains where it divides Washington State, they have a desert on one side, although it's higher up on the equator, from the equator, so it's going to be a little cooler than it would be here. But they do have a desert side that's fairly dry. Yeah, the other side's wet all the time. No, you're not going over there. No, you're not going to bother him. No, I saw that look.
Oh, that's
See,
a cheeky face.
I can read this one. With cause, there's no expression. He'd be a great poker player, because she's sitting there and it's like, man, but boom, she's gone. And you can't see any change in her face. There must be something, but I can't see it. I need to video that.
Goes berserk.
She does. She goes kamikaze. This one, you can tell. She'll start looking at someone, just kind of sneaking a look and sneaking a look. Then she turns her head that way and gets a full-on look. You got to pull her out of that situation right away. Hey, girl.
Lauralei, she's so sweet.
Lisa says she's 3 hours away from Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle's definitely the cold and wet part of the world. You got to be on the other side of the mountains, heading east, to get to the dry section. It's never going to be as dry as here, but it's still a desert area. We're just an hour away from Death Valley, so. Any minute now, I expect to see the trash can man walking through Death Valley.
Spirit Matter has spotted some oval eyes, and Lisa Banerjee says raucous sneezes, but not a lot.
Yeah, occasional sneeze is okay. You can get these if you have a neti. They have these little saline packs for a neti pot, and that's, if you can buy those, you can make it yourself too, because it's basically just baking soda, small amount of baking soda, and about 3 times as much salt, and not that much, just enough to make a saline solution. You can find the formula, or just buy the packets of it. It's not that expensive. 100 packets, they're like 10 cents a piece. But then just mix it in about half a cup of water, warm water, not cold, and take an oral syringe and just squirt a little in there. That's what I do. Now, you don't want to take and squirt hard. You just want to get enough in there to kind of wet the channel. They shouldn't be like trying to snort it out when you're done. So just a little bit. They each get about 0.3 milliliter of water, saline water, into their nares. And I use the sterile syringes too, of course.
I think Lisa's glasses won't survive this live stream.
I had
Pretty
KK
cool.
grab a hold of mine, and in my glasses, I broke them, so I think you can see it. But that's this section right here on the glasses. It's been like this for since before they stopped talking about the pandemic. I'm not saying it's over. I'm just saying they stopped talking about it. So it's been over maybe a year and a half, and I'm afraid to go to the optometrist. I need new glasses, but yeah, I have to hold on to my glasses because they're the one thing. If you've ever noticed an optometrist, anybody who wears glasses, the first thing they do with your glasses is fold them. And if you try to fold these, you're just going to break them. So it has to be, I'm going to hold my glasses because you'll break them. Yeah.
Why do they fold them?
It's a habit. That way they can just stick them on the shelf. That's what they do. And anytime you have a habit, it's like if you put a shoe on someone's foot and it has to be tied, your fingers go right into it. You don't know what you're doing. You just tie it, right? You're not thinking about it. Fortunately, we don't have to think about habits. But we're going to have a video about habits too, by the way. But
yeah, we do a habit video.
yeah, we won't make it habitual though. We won't habitually do habit videos. So these things that
I just thought about you bringing one of the birds with to the optometrist.
No.
You fold my glass and I let Babalu loose.
That would be an expensive trip.
Lauralei?
I think Babalu would like it. Oh, I could nibble these and I can chew the others.
Her feathers, I don't know how long it's going to take. She's not plucking them now, but it's going to take a long time to get them back.
Yeah, I know. It took quite some time for Sugar to be that beautiful, but look at her now.
So she was pretty. This one was a beautiful girl too until I had to take her off the meds. She hated being in that small cage against the wall in that other place. And she was losing weight. She wasn't eating right. And I had to take her off the meds for a while. I knew eventually she would do this to herself, but she gained the weight back. Now we have to wait for the feathers to come in, don't we, girl? You look like you found a thrasher. Yeah, you did. I got into a thrashing machine, didn't you? You're a good girl, Lauralei, but you're mischievous. She's like the movie The Mask, and she gets that mask on her face and she just starts doing crazy stuff. Oh, now I'm going to attack your shoes. Now I'm going to rip the buttons off your clothing. Now I'm going to cut a hole in here. It's always been like that, though. Just a little mischievous girl. I had that one video I took way back. We were talking about using an Apple 3GS, So that's how old it was. I was pointing it up at her, and I knew I could see the look in her face. She was going to fly down to me, so she flew right onto the phone.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
Little baby Lauralei, first flight attempt.
She's something else. She's always been a little mischievous girl.
She takes after her dad.
Yep.
Mischievous.
Yep.
Super smart.
Oh, she's brilliant, this one. She is.
Yep. She can plot out plans. And back there's a tiny mender. Mender.
I think it's really funny that Lauralei is kind of Salamander's surrogate mom when they're the same age. It's like Lauralei is Don's baby girl, but baby Mander is like, Lauralei, please be my mom.
Yeah, it's really funny because I think they are pretty much the same age, but Mander is like, Lauralei, do you want to be my mommy? Oh man, he really needs some older siblings.
Mm.
He's
But
like
he only
that,
got to mean aunties.
he's like that Baby Huey character in the cartoons. I'm gonna hug you and then squeeze you. Mm. He really is a delight to be around. If he wasn't so paranoid, he's so scared. It's a little bird compared to you. Yeah, he looks around, but he always goes back to look to see what KK is doing. And right now, KK is just relaxing in the cage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny when they all go inside a cage to relax. Oh my guys, you're funny.
Yeah, you think when they're out in the socialization room, they'd want to not be in the cages
Mm.
because they're just getting out of their cages, but who understands bird logic?
That's
Lauralei, do you understand? Laurel fly. There's the Laurel fly eye.
So
as
Jocelyn
soon as
Jiggle has joined and says hi, Don.
Hi, Jocelyn. Yeah, they're all just kind of hanging out, and then once I put the phone down, it'll be all over the place.
yeah.
Well, not Mander. He's going to stay there. Unless someone flies over to him, and I don't think so. What are you doing in there? Hmm? What you doing, KK? You thinking about ways to keep me from putting you back in your cage? Hmm?
KKKKK. Oh,
There are ways to. I just have to come up with it. I mean, I think just having a perch outside is my best bet. But it may also be just to get him in the cage and then take him out and let him sit somewhere else for a little while, like on top of his cage. And then if he gets down, put him back in his cage. And after a while, he gets the idea he can sit on his cage and I won't put him up. Probably wouldn't take him very long. He's pretty smart. All right, Chuck. They're all smart. Some are more mischievous than others. This one and Babaloo have a lot in common. Bob's always trying to get to my AirPod case, and this one is always trying to get to buttons and materials to
she
chew
is
on.
kind of Bob's little sister.
Yes, yeah, kind of.
Even Bob came later, but yeah, I don't know. They kind of behave like brother and sister.
Yeah.
She's the one who taught him to preen, so
Yeah.
he
And
didn't
they
know how
were
to
such
preen
good
before that.
friends, so I really hope they get together again after mating season is over.
I'm sure they will eventually. They just need time to figure it out.
Are you trying to tell me something, little girl? Mm-hmm. She started stamping her feet.
The Lucy.
I'm supposed to pet the Lucy? Is that what
The
I'm supposed to
fun
do?
thing about Lucy, she looks most of the time, she looks super serious.
Mm.
Lisa is asking, have you been making bird toys?
I have, yeah. I haven't got any volunteers yet, but Cosby and I make the bird toys. Every other day, usually we get back there and make up about 5 or 6 bird toys. So we got an order in, what was it, a couple of weeks ago with about 400 parts. So Lots of wood and plastic and palm frond stuff with baskets and all kinds of fun stuff, huh, guys? Yeah, guys. Got to give them variety or they get bored. This one was never much of a toy girl, but she's starting to play with toys now.
They all
That's
are
good.
playful. Even Miss Shuggy started to be playful.
Snowball's gotten into the miniature sneaker thing. He likes miniature sneakers.
Oh, that's fun.
That looks so sweet. When they play with them with that little shoes,
Yeah.
training on little shoes, and later they attacked big ones.
Yeah, I don't encourage that behavior with Lauralei. Yeah,
She doesn't need any encouragement.
maybe buying some new shoes and giving them to her would be a good thing, but I don't think so. I think she would just develop more ways to get to the shoes faster. Wouldn't you,
Lisa
Lauralei?
wants to know which one is the biggest tour.
In general, that would be Mander. I took a picture of his cage last night, and the bottom of it was just all shredded paper. And I clean the paper every night. I take the old paper out, put the new paper in, clean the base of the cage, and I clean the bars. So just looking at it, what it looks like after 24 hours, looks like a bomb went off in there. And that piece of cardboard that came out of a box today, it's that cardboard that has the holes in it, so that it's structurally strong, but you don't have to put a thick piece of cardboard to save money is the idea, right? That's why they make them like that. But it's just a cushion for a box, and I had a box with a bunch of cushions in it. So that one's sitting there. I was wondering if he would play with it in here, but he won't. He's too busy being paranoid about someone who's over here sleeping.
No.
He might wake up out of his sleep and attack me. But he's the biggest chewer. Next to him, now, if you're talking about wood chewing, actually chewing wood, not cardboard and paper, that would be Cecil. And second now is the KK bird.
KK.
He likes to chew up wood too. So.
GTH says or asks, is bamboo safe for cockatoos? Some of that stuff might give some challenge.
Bamboo, yeah, it is. A lot of companies have things that are made from bamboo specifically for parrots. So.
Oh, come on, Mander. Sitting there like a statue. Are you imitating the shuk bird? No.
I'm sure KK is going, well, that statue has his eyes fixated on me.
It's just your imagination.
You waking up in there, Jazzy? Jazzy, Jazzbird. Jasmine.
She's so dozy. Not a funny, Jazz.
Jazz. Jasmine. Hi, Jazz.
No reaction.
Jazz.
It's probably as soon as Don stops the live stream, they are all awake and like, oh yeah, let's do something. Now at the moment it's, oh no, too many people are watching. Let's pretend we are not there.
I don't know how they know that people are there, but somehow they do.
Yep. When Don is up with the camera and talking in that weird kind of way, they kind of seem to realize that there is someone, and I have no idea, but maybe we have given away too much and they know we are watching them.
Although you had fun with Cecil on Thursday, didn't you?
Yeah, Cecil was super flirty. I don't know what happened with him, but out of nowhere, he has a fit next to Don. And it was really like, so just my speakers rang. And after that, then Cecil was having a fit for 3 minutes. And after that, he was suddenly the most gentle bird in the world and start to flirt inside the phone towards me.
He's not usually interested in the phone.
No, that was because he was super, super fluffy and looked like, you know, how he looked at other ladybirds sometimes.
Oh,
my
that
Cecil.
patented Cecil look. Oh,
So
he gets the
charming.
head. He gets the head spun around, looking up at you while you're holding him, and I don't know. It's amazing. He does have a hypnotic quality to that look. That's for sure.
Maybe this Thursday I'll let me flirt with him instead.
Yeah, let's see. Maybe Babalu allows you also to talk to him.
Oh, maybe that could be fun.
Yeah, I was so surprised. Actually, we tried to tell jokes to Babalu so we get him to laugh, but he didn't laugh. But I was allowed to talk to him and say Babalu Bob, and Bob is a good boy.
No.
But it's so funny getting Babalu to laugh, but obviously it wasn't my best jokes.
I think he likes more physical comedy.
Yep.
If you were sitting on the plastic chair and then he bit it and it collapsed under you, he'd definitely laugh.
Probably, you could just put a whoopee cushion in one of the chairs and sit down on it. He'd probably laugh. He has a strange sense of humor. I think he got it from me, but
well, he has learned it from someone.
But he has impeccable timing at any rate.
Now Lauralei is super handsome. Look at that. Spirit Matter said he would like to be a cockatoo masseuse.
Oh, that's a good question from GTH42. Have you worn a Babalu shirt while talking to Bob? I wonder if he'd notice. That might creep him out.
I haven't worn one, but I think he probably would notice if one would wear a Babalu shirt or something like that with Babalu on it.
I kind of worry something like that would make him have another mental breakdown.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't know how they react. So my budgies react pretty weird if I show them pictures from them. But even weirder, they seem kind of pictures they are not so keen on. But if you play to them things they have chirped before, it's like, so they are hearing their own audio and they are like, oh, I like this. So I really have no idea how Babalu reacts to his own picture in big size or something like that. So we might find out one day, because maybe we create a little bit another wall tapestry or poster with Babalu on it and hang it in the sanctuary, some kind of wall of fame.
It could be fun.
Babalu and Cecil would maybe be on the wall of shame. No, not really.
And Peaches, when she saw herself, never reacted because she only wanted to see other people. She didn't care about seeing herself.
Yeah, she kind of was, yeah, I know I'm gorgeous. So now where are the other people?
Lauralei, what are you doing?
And Bird Lover is in the chat, so hi, Bird Lover.
Hello. Lauralei, can you say hello?
You say hello to the people.
Yeah, we're all mellow right now. We're all just taking it easy.
But I think Peaches would be smitten if she knew how many people have their very own peachy pillow now. It's very inspirational, even it's just, you know, a peachy pillow, but
Yeah.
it's peachy. It somehow transports the spirit of the peach.
Oh, you know, she'd go and thank everyone personally if she could.
Yeah.
She'd be like, hi, thank you for buying my pillow. Hi, I love you.
Mm.
Yeah, she would. Hi, Lauralei, what's the matter?
It would be nice to know what Babalu thinks about people having bubbly boxes. But what shall I say? They are a hit.
Mm. I think
That
Manda
was-
would approve of the baby Manda blanket.
Yeah, I think I haven't put it online yet, but there will come a baby Manda collection.
Mm.
He's just too cute to not make a baby collection with him.
Yeah.
What are you looking at? What are you looking at? You're looking at me over there, big boy. Now you're looking at him. Yeah, he's preening.
So Lisa wants to know if the flock like peanut butter on toast.
You know, I actually haven't had a toaster. I had just before we left. We were forced to leave the place in Fallbrook. I got a toaster oven, but that didn't have any Teflon in it. But I hadn't had a chance to make toast with it, and then we were gone, so we lost that in that move. So I don't know. I could make toast in the oven, but that kind of seems like a waste of electricity. Not that it's that expensive in this town, but everyone was complaining, oh, the electricity's gone way up. And I got the bill and I went, well, that's about 3 times lower than it would have been in San Diego County.
Mm.
And they don't do all this, you know, these gymnastics that these energy companies do. Oh, well, if you use it between 4 and 9, you have to pay 3 times as much. And if you use it between 11 o'clock at night and 4 o'clock in the morning, then you pay, you know, you're going to pay 1/2 as much. And all that. Here it's just a flat rate. And it's not a public utility, it's a co-op. Which means when they do anything that the people don't like, they get a whole bunch of people in there yelling. They have meetings every month and they're all yelling, price of energy's gone up. Well, we have to buy it somewhere. Right? But it's compared to where we were living, it's like 3 times cheaper here. Electricity. And you don't have to worry about, wait a minute, it's 10 minutes to 4. If I use it now, they're going to charge me 3 times as much. It's like, hello, San Diego Gas and Electric. I have a few words for you, and they're not good morning. So they really just, they used to have stickers when I was a kid that people had on their cars that said, San Diego, owned and operated by San Diego Gas and Electric.
Yeah. Well, in California, I understand that they kind of want to get the people to, well, you don't get them to save energy, but that the nets are kind of made more even.
Yeah, I'm glad to be gone from that state.
The thing is, it probably is like in other spots where a lot of people live in the same area, the same when the resources get less. It's the same with water.
Oops.
Yeah, well, they've got all these people living in a place where there isn't much water.
Yeah,
And so
that's
they
the
have to-
thing. And they haven't forbidden yet to water one's lawn or something like that, which is, just ridiculous. When you want to live in an area with lawn, then just move there. It's not like you cannot go somewhere where this is the usual climate, but we're living in the middle of the desert and saying, oh yeah, I need my lawn. That's a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, if you want a lawn, move to Scotland.
That's the thing. That's the birth island of the lawn, I think.
We have the climate for it. Not much sun and lots of rain.
That's it. And when I was over there, well, it wasn't that long, but it was basically every day I had to get always my sunglasses and my umbrella with me, because during the day I usually needed both.
And what did your umbrella have to say about it? This umbrella wouldn't like that.
Well, Lauralei would have to
rain.
hide from the rain.
Mm.
She doesn't like the rain.
No, she doesn't. You're not taking this umbrella out in the rain, are you, Lauralei? No. No, when they were out and at the temporary location when we would get rain on us, they would look at me like, "Fix this. This isn't right. Turn this off."
Well, most birds love the rain. When Sugar was completely nuts for the rain.
Sugar was, yeah. But
And
they
other
weren't
birds
raised.
too.
They weren't raised around it though. So yeah, there were other ones, but this one, no, she doesn't. She went right to the driest spot and just sat there.
I know Lauralei was one like, so, oh no, get me away from this.
She's a funny girl. I guess we've gone a little over there, folks, but I wish I could have got these guys. Now look, yeah, this is what happens. Look, that's the look. Now he's going to start getting active because he's stretching. This is, yeah, and this one's waking up now.
Yeah, they kind of know, oh, the live stream will be over now. We can tone up Dawn again.
Yeah. He's doing his spins again. So,
Spin, 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 spin,
spin, spin. He's so cute. I wish I could tickle his belly.
he would let you do that. He's okay with that. Just don't touch his beak. He'll push your hand away if you touch his beak. But
Shuggy,
unlike
French
Sugar.
fries, shug, fries.
Yeah. Sugar, you want some fries?
Fries and frosted flakes. Sugar's
Okay,
ultimate
guys.
comfort food.
We'll see you. We'll see you on Wednesday, I hope. And we should have some more news about what videos we're putting up by then too. And Lauralei, do you have anything to say? Anything to say? No? You don't have anything to say? Tell people never put a parrot on your shoulder. No, don't ever do that. No? Hey guys, we'll see you Wednesday.
Well, see
Bye.
you, Don. Bye.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Eleanor. Thanks, Amy, for your help. Thanks, everybody.